Hello everybody, hope all of you are well, and today we will start another organic compound identification, that is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, you know what is the formula? HCHO. So aldehyde group is present, okay, and this is a colorless compound. Actually formaldehyde is a gas, okay. If you see the bottle, here liquid is there, here in this pink bottle, okay, pink cap bottle, there is a colorless liquid. This is formaldehyde, okay. Actually formaldehyde is a gas, and 40% solution of this gas in water, that is called formalin, okay. It is colorless and pungent smelling gas, and its boiling point is 21 degrees centigrade. So first we will do the pyrocaloric test for formaldehyde, okay. So first we have to take a test tube. There we will take 2 ml of the sample. This amount is sufficient, okay. Next, the fresh pyrocaloric solution, 1 ml freshly prepared pyrocaloric solution, and we have to add this solution, and this one is pyrocaloric, okay. So again we have to take another test tube and we will take this pyrocaloric. See the color. This is a white colorless compound, okay. White amorphous type of compound, okay. And here we will add water to prepare fresh solution of pyrocaloric. So we have prepared a fresh solution of pyrocaloric. Then we have to add this solution into this formaldehyde solution, okay. Freshly prepared pyrocaloric solution is added, and the mixture is shaken well. Next, this solution we have to add 2 ml of concentrated HCl. Now we have to take concentrated HCl. This one is concentrated HCl. We will add by using dropper. Now you see the color change. A white precipitate is formed at the bottom. And slowly it is changing into pink color. See, the pink color is formed. And wait for some time. And pink color becomes deeper. And it is turning almost deep red color. So in observation you will write a white precipitation is formed first, and which readily turns pink and then deep red, okay. After some time the whole solution turns deep pink color or red color. See the situation, okay. Next we will do another test. Again we have to take the same sample formaldehyde into another test tube. And we have to take 2 ml. So I think this is sufficient. Okay. Now to this liquid we have to add few drops or few crystals of resorcinol. Resorcinol is a solid compound. You see the resorcinol crystal here. See the resorcinol crystal. So we have to add few resorcinol crystal to this solution. That is sufficient. Okay, we have added. And the mixture is shaken well. And to this solution we have to add 1 ml concentrated sulfuric acid along the side of the test tube. Next we will add concentrated sulfuric acid. So we need holder. So to this solution we will add 1 ml concentrated sulfuric acid along the side of the test tube. So here you see that a red ring is formed. A red ring is formed. Okay. Here we have taken the sulfuric acid too much. It is reacting violently. So we will reject this test tube. We will take another test tube. So we are repeating this test. Again we are taking formaldehyde. This is 2 ml of formaldehyde. Then we will add few crystals of resorcinols. We have added. This much is sufficient. Okay. Next we will make a solution by shaking it. If more formaldehyde is required, we have to give to make a clear solution. Now we have prepared almost a clear solution. Now to this solution we have to add concentrated sulfuric acid. Just along this glass tube, along the side of the test tube. See, at the junction a red ring is formed of these two liquids and a white precipitate is formed in aqueous layer. Here see a red layer is formed. Okay, a red ring is formed here, red ring, and just above a white precipitate is there. See properly, red ring is formed and just above a white precipitate is there. This is your observation. Okay. We will do the Fehling solution test. We know that formaldehyde has an aldehyde group and we know that aliphatic aldehyde will give positive Fehling test. So first we have to prepare Fehling solution. So in a test tube we are taking the Fehling solution A. Fehling solution A is copper sulfate solution. And we have to add this Fehling solution A and B 50-50. 1:1 ratio. So this is sufficient. And the same amount of Fehling solution B we have to add. This one is Fehling solution B. Failing solution B is a solution of Rauchili salt. What is Rauchili salt? Sodium potassium tartrate. We have to add in equal volume. And this reaction already I have discussed in your theory class also. Now see, inky blue color formed, and this mixture of this failing solution A and failing solution B is called failing solution. Now in this mixture, copper is present as copper plus 2 5 OH minus. Okay. Now to this solution we have to add that the sample or liquid, that is formaldehyde solution. Okay. We are adding this formaldehyde to this solution. And the mixture is shaken properly. Then it will be warm in a hot water bath for few minutes. That copper plus 2 will convert into copper plus 1, and there will be formation of brick red precipitation of CO2. That you will observe. So in observation you have to write a brick red precipitate of CO2 is formed. Okay, or you can tell that brown red precipitate. After some time it will change. Now see, the solution is boiling. The blue color is fading slowly. And see, at the bottom the brown color is generated. That is the formation of CO2. Cuprous oxide. Cupric oxide is black in color, but cuprous oxide is red in color. If we take the solution out, then you will be able to see that a red color precipitate is formed at the bottom of the test tube. See here. You are able to see this red color precipitate, that is CO2. So in this way we can confirm that aldehyde group is present in the formaldehyde. Okay. Next we will do the tolerance test. We know that compounds containing CHO group, it may be aliphatic or it may be aromatic, that will respond to the tolerance test. That is the silver nitrate or mirror test. Okay. Here in case of formaldehyde we will get a precipitation of silver. Okay. First we have to prepare the tolerance reagent. So in a test tube, very clean test tube we have to take. Here we will take 1 ml of silver nitrate solution. This one is the silver nitrate solution. We are taking 1 ml of silver nitrate solution. That is sufficient. Now this solution we have to add few drops of sodium hydroxide. Then there will be a brown precipitation of silver hydroxide. Then we have to add ammonium hydroxide drop by drop just to clear the solution. So here is ammonium hydroxide. So we have to add this ammonium hydroxide solution, just clear this solution. You have to say, now see the solution is almost clear. Okay, that means this ammonium hydroxide solution is very much concentrated. Just after addition of 1 2 drop, it is become clear. Very light color is there. Okay, that is very good tolerance reagent. And if you add excess ammonium hydroxide, then there may be problem for this test. So next we have to add this formaldehyde. To this ammonical silver-nitrate solution, we will add formaldehyde. See a black color silvery precipitate is coming. See here just the wall of the test tube, a shining silver mirror is coming. Okay, now you have to apply heat. Okay, you can able to see that a silver color is formed here, just the wall of the test tube. Actually, the aldehyde will be oxidized to carboxylic acid, and Ag plus 1 will be converted to Ag. That means there will be reduction of silver, and there will be deposition of silver on the glass wall of the test tube. Now you have to warm it for some time. So see, a silver deposit is formed on the wall of the test tube. Whether you will be able to see, here the silver deposit is there. Okay, here the silver deposit is there. So in this way, we have completed all the test of formaldehyde, and based on this observation, okay, we can tell that in this organic sample formaldehyde is present and is confirmed. Thank you.